Hello, everyone, and welcome to my 2025 Night of Champions predictions. Night of Champions is happening this weekend in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, on Saturday, June 28th, and there's 6 matches announced for the show, so we're going to talk about it today and predict each of those matches. One match did get removed, which was Dom versus AJ Styles, which I think is quite stupid, but they did remove Dom versus AJ Styles. Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles has been removed because Dominic has an injury. Yeah, right. This is some fake injury that Dominic's just saying he has. So they did remove that match. But let's talk about all of the other 6 matches in this show, on the show. We will start with Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez. This is a street fight match. This really has no build to it at all. Like, not really. Like, it's just, oh, Rhea's been feuding with the Judgment Day for ages. So it's like, you know what? We need maybe like 6 matches to fill out a show, where like they never really put 6 matches on shows anymore. They do, but like normally it's like 5 to 4 matches, right? And then when they add a non-title match onto a pay-per-view, it's the pay-per-view where every champion is meant to defend their titles. Now, they have way too many titles to do that, but that was originally what Night of Champions was. Every champion defends their title on the show. Last year, that's what they did. And then they have so many Saudi shows, so it's kind of hard to keep up with all these like Saudi shows, like the bloody names. But they had King and Queen of the Ring be a pay-per-view at one point, and then the King and the Queen pay-per-view finals would happen at that. But now they're happening at Night of Champions. I don't know. They've changed things. It's a bit stupid. But anyways, I got to give my prediction for this match. Rhea Ripley is my prediction for this. I'm going with Rhea Ripley. I do not see Raquel Rodriguez winning this. I just do not think that she has really any chance of winning this. I don't know. I just do not see it at all. So my prediction is going to be Rhea and maybe like a table spot. I'm going to say like Raquel Rodriguez gets put through a table with like a Riptide or something. They could do like Roxanne maybe tries to help Raquel win, but I don't think I see Raquel beating Rhea. So this match, I couldn't really care for too much. There's maybe some people out there that care about this match, but personally, me, I just do not really care for this match. It's just very raw level match, and they've had 1 week of build where they've had this like actually be like a one-on-one feud. So yeah, I mean, and it was this raw. So that's it. That's all I really got to say about this. This is pretty mid. All right. I do not have a Jacob Fatu figure, so I just decided to do this one with an image. I'll use figures for the other ones. We got Jacob Fatu versus Solo Sikoa for the United States Championship. This is for the United States Championship. I do got a Solo figure right here, though. It is a little dark because I just have it for the monitor, but there is Solo. But yeah, Solo versus Jacob Fatu, United States Championship match. But here's the thing, right? Oh, if you ask me who I think is going to win this, it's like, it's hard. I don't know. It's hard to predict this one. I think like Jacob could win. Of course, they could obviously give it, like, continue the title run with Jacob, which I think is what needs to happen. I think that Jacob needs to win here, and we continue this storyline that for SummerSlam, or what's their next show after Night Champions? Is it SummerSlam? I think their next show is SummerSlam. They probably have bloody something in between this, do they? June, July, and then August. Am I forgetting about one that they have in between this? They have a night, or not, what's it called? They have a Saturday Night main event, and then they have Evolution for the women's division. So, they have those 2 shows, but I'm not sure if they have another pay-per-view after Night Champions other than SummerSlam, right? It's SummerSlam after this, right? So they could definitely continue this on to SummerSlam, and then even further on than that. See, Solo, I think, has a high chance of winning this match because he has JC, Jeff Cobb, or JC Mateo, whatever the fuck they're calling that guy. Then Solo has that... No. Actually, he doesn't have him in the group yet, but it looks like he's gonna add. It looks like they're gonna add him in. Hikuleo could be getting added to the group. He's a giant, and they could easily introduce Hikuleo, Saudi Arabia Night Champions, and Hikuleo, JC Mateo, rhymes, help Solo Sikoa, win the United States Championship and beat Jacob Fatu. And then maybe Jacob gets a rematch and Jacob wins it back. Or maybe Solo wins it in their like next match if they have another match. Like, I don't know if this is going to be a one-off thing. I highly doubt it's going to be a one-off match. Like, because this just feels like a feud that they're going to have continue on to SummerSlam. SummerSlam, of course, this year is also a 2-night pay-per-view. So I'm thinking that they're going to want to put this one at SummerSlam as well. So I guess if Jacob wins, why should Solo get a rematch? I don't know. Maybe there's like some reason. There hasn't been any rumors about Hikuleo, but I kind of just have a feeling that he might help Solo win. This one's a tough one to predict, actually, because I think it could go either way. What do you think in the comments? Let me know your predictions. All right, I was right. They have SummerSlam, their next show. The next show is going to be SummerSlam. And then in August, the start of August, the 2nd and 3rd. And then they have Clash in Paris, which is like, I think it's like end of August. So 2 shows in August. We have Evolution in July for the women's division. So I guess that's their pay-per-view for July. So I got to give my prediction. I have a feeling I'm leaning more towards Solo since he has like JC Mateo and he has Hikuleo could come in here. But I also think that Jimmy Uso could also maybe help Jacob Fatu retain. You know what? I'm going to say that I'm going to go with Jacob Fatu retaining for now. I might change in my short. I always put out a short prediction as well. I'm starting to do them. But for now, my prediction is going to be Jacob Fatu. I think down the line, they might give it to Solo. There's a good chance. Just to clarify, I'm going with Jacob Fatu. Moving on to the next match. All right, I'm not going to spend that long talking about this one because I think it is very simple. They could do Asuka versus Io Sky, but I just don't see them going that way. I just don't think that they're going to go that way. I think that it's going to be Jade, and then it goes to Jade versus Tiffany, and then we have Naomi cash in, SummerSlam, Jade versus Tiffany. Naomi walks out with the belt and costs Jade her big title match against Tiffany Stratton. That's what I can see happening, but they also do have Evolution coming up, which Tiffany Stratton, I would say most likely will be facing Nia Jax at that match, or at that show, because she is in a ongoing feud again with Nia Jax. So they could always do, what they could do is they could have Nia versus Tiffany happen. They could have Tiffany Stratton retains, Nia Jax takes her out or something, then Naomi cashes in, wins the title on Evolution. Then we get Jade versus Naomi at SummerSlam. I just see what would you say? I just see the possibility. There's way more possibilities. There's way more things that can happen with Jade Cargill. So my prediction for this is going to be Jade. Naomi, they could do Naomi Io, but I think that Io, maybe they're planning something else for her, so I'm going to go with Jade winning this one. All right, Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. All right, this has been like an ongoing feud for a while now, like backstage. I did think that this match was actually going to happen on Raw, but then they added it to Night of Champions, which I think is good. Some people may give out about this. I know a lot of people have been asking for the Karrion Kross push, but there's also people out there that, probably don't care about the Karrion Kross push. So there's obviously people that are saying, oh, this should be on Raw or whatever. There's probably people saying that. But I don't know. I don't mind. I like this match being on a pay-per-view. I think it's good to have matches on a pay-per-view that aren't for titles, which I always say. But the one show where they have a pay-per-view that is about all your championships being defended or championships being defended, they don't even put the main titles on the line. So, like, it's kind of stupid. Cena's defending his title. They could have had Gunther do something else other than Goldberg, but I guess they're waiting out to do that match. That's all right. They could have had Dominic on this show. He has an injury, though, so I don't know. I don't even know if the injury's real. So, anyways, let's just predict the match. It's crazy that it's called Night of Champions and we only have 2 champions actually defending their titles, which is just stupid. The women's titles just are non-existing right now. So, yeah. All right, let's predict who I think is going to win. They could easily drag this out to a second match, SummerSlam, or maybe like Raw, which hopefully they end up doing that, because I don't want to see, like, they could do Karrion Kross wins here, Sammy's mad, Sammy wants a rematch, Sammy gets a rematch, wins that one, and then whoever wins, then the next one is whoever wins the feud, you know. So they could do that. There's a high chance that Sami Zayn's gonna win, but I'm thinking if they are doing this on a pay-per-view, it's a little boring if they just give, oh yeah, you know what, Sami Zayn wins, that's it, yeah, next match. Like, that's just boring. Karrion Kross has been saying that you need to do the right thing now for a while, to where Sami keeps losing. So hopefully that they go in the direction where Karrion Kross actually wins this match, which I'm hoping that they do. But yeah, I'm gonna predict. My prediction is going to be Karrion Kross. I'm gonna go Karrion Kross. I think Karrion Kross is gonna win this match. A lot of people maybe don't, but I'm gonna predict Karrion Kross. Moving on to the next match. All right, the men's King of the Ring finals. Let's talk about it. As Cody Rhodes says, what do you want to talk about? As simple as it gets. I think Cody Rhodes is winning this. I don't see them giving to Randy Orton. I looked for a bloody King crown for this for ages, and I'm a bit pissed off because I could not find one. Don't know where the fuck it is. All right, I'm going to predict Cody for this match. Then I obviously he's going to face Cena at SummerSlam. I kind of predicted Cody since the start of this tournament, so we'll go with Cody Rhodes. And yeah. And then he'll face Cena at SummerSlam and most likely win back the title. Alright, we're on the last match. Cena versus Punk for the world title. It should be a good match. Hopefully it is. I don't know. Punk can still wrestle good matches. Cena's matches have been decent. His match with Orton was good. His match with Cody was terrible. So, and then the ones he had with R-Truth were not very good at all. They were pretty shitty. So, yeah, hopefully this will be a good match. The Cena pipe bomb. Everyone's raving on about that. Which I thought the pipe bomb was good. I thought like Punk looked a bit ridiculous. Like, I know this is a copy of the original CM Punk pipe bomb when he cut one on Cena, but I don't know. I just thought they could have had Punk like stand up at least, just like look at Cena and look at him while he's delivering the pipe bomb. I don't know. He looked like an idiot. He was like just on the ground for like 5 minutes, even longer. This pipe bomb was probably about, I don't know, they uploaded it to YouTube. I'd say it was about 10 minutes long, and Punk was just lying there for like 10 minutes, which was absolutely ridiculous. They should not have done that. But easy prediction for this one. Like I just said in the previous prediction, the Never Seen 17th is going to retain, and that is how the show is going to end. And then we'll probably get like a face-off of him and Cody. So yeah. That was my Night of Champions predictions. Thank you a lot for watching. I hope everyone enjoys the show on the weekend. My Fun Figures out.